My friend. Welcome to another episode of the Nuclear Heatwave Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by Mafia Sports Report. As always, I'm Dr. Love, and of course, we've got, well, I think he got back, right? You're safe and sound, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
I'm in America now for good.
Okay, good. Oh, wait, for good. Oh, that doesn't sound well. That doesn't bode well. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'll say whatever last country I was in, they was happy to be rid of me.
Well, it's okay. We're glad to have you back for sure.
All I gotta say is my beard looks very awesome from this angle.
There you go, man. That's good. And, of course, we got Sauce Bronson. And we've got this guy pulling a great John Cena impersonation.
We promise it's not John Cena in there.
No, I'm sorry. I do apologize.
We cannot afford him.
No. We couldn't even afford his dad at this point, for an appearance.
If we did a GoFundMe, if we started a GoFundMe 2 weeks ago, we probably could.
Oh, we could have did it for my birthday. Oh, my gosh. Could you imagine if I had that on the invitations that John Cena would be there and people would be so mad it was his dad?
Somebody smacks his dad like Edge did. Tom, go Cena.
No.
Tom, go Cena.
Let's go. Oh, that's funny. But, of course, this guy, he'll be here coming sooner or later. But today we wanted to talk about, because we kind of talked a little bit before, about the big announcement at Money in the Bank with John Cena announcing that he will be retiring from in-ring competition at the end of 2025. So, yep, chain gang soldier. Let's go.
Never thought I'd see the day I'd do that with Cena.
So, we're just going to kind of talk a little bit about Mr. Jonathan Cena on this show. Just a little bit about memories that we've had, that personally we had, matches that were good, bad matches, bad memories. Just all in all, very memorable, and he is a legend. I'm just saying, people can say all they want, he really is. And of course, I had to, with my belts I've made, this was one of my first belts I made. So I pulled it back out just for you guys. Show my cardboard.
Hold on.
Let
the good folks see.
And I still got to work on this a little bit more, but I got my cardboard duct tape belt here. Here we go. What's going on, buddy? Well, I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Oh, is that CM Punk kind of look to it? So we have that guy going today, and until this guy gets here, we'll have a good placeholder for him. There we go. So, anyways, we were just talking about John Cena, and we got a lot of cool ideas here, and I'll just kind of start it off right off the bat. We have to throw this one in there because it's obviously the first match and one of the biggest ended up being one of the biggest cornerstones of the ruthless aggression era. It's got to be his debut match against Kurt Angle on SmackDown with his prototype haircut,
Speaking of, I'm about to pull this photo up while you're talking about.
And his generic shorts, very generic music, but it was very cool to see that aggressiveness, and it was a perfect match starter. It was a perfect person to start off as kind of his career. And of course, we got D Down Guy in the house. What's up, fellas? Yeet, yeah. So that's more funny. Over on SmackDown, they had the promo or Money in the Bank. You had Jey Uso talking to LA Knight, and he's like, "Yeet, yeah." Shake hands. All right, cool. We're good. I love it though. Good seeing you again. Yes, and here it is. This is it. John Cena's.
Look at this jobber.
Look, I know. He literally is the creative character in every wrestling game. That's what he looks like. The irony, though, isn't it, that he became the star he is.
Dude's built like Captain America.
That's funny you say that because he really would look like if he cosplayed it. I'm shocked he's never cosplayed it. Now that you think about it, you know.
If they would have waited, if the MCU would have waited maybe 6 years later, it would have been a good chance for him to get that role.
Yeah.
Hell, I would have enjoyed him as a U.S. agent.
Oh, that would have been great. Don't get me wrong. I liked what's his name for the U.S. agents, but yeah. I think he did. Judging by how he's been in heel bad guy roles, he could have been U.S. agent easily. So, but yeah, so that's he had a pretty good match with with Kurt Angle. And I will say something funny about this.
Mm-hmm.
If you play the new video game, well, I say new, it's been out for a little while. 2K24.
Mm-hmm.
There's the John Cena showcase, and that's the match you have to fight in. Is this match? It's like opening match with him, and you have to do all the match moves perfect, but then you can never win the match. It's impossible to win because it's set up that way. But it's just kind of funny, because it splices the real match in it. So that was kind of a cool thing to see that again. But what's funny about all this is he has this match, right?
Right. And
then he has a couple matches after that. But then he just kind of got relegated to the tag team tournament. At one point, he was in the tag team tournament with Billy Kidman.
And I remember that question that we got wrong at that trivia night.
Because it was a good question. That's some trivia. We're good at trivia, but that's some good trivia right there. Because nobody would remember that shit, But that was when they had just introduced the new SmackDown tag team titles. And
oh wow, this is why I don't remember it.
Oh boy, oh gosh, so we have photographic evidence. Oh boy,
I had no idea. I had no, because you'll see why we did. You'll see why in a minute. Why we don't remember this?
Oh gosh, that's gonna be fun. That is going to be fun. Oh my gosh, and the color scheme, that's Zack Ryder stuff right there. Yeah. Whoa. This team, who thought this team? They are completely different styles of wrestling.
This is definitely what's the name? The Freebirds. Michael Hayes. This is something he probably threw together at the last minute.
Yeah, they needed to fluff out that tag team department, and you had some real tag teams, but then you had to make sure you had to have random tag teams, and this was it. And right at this point, they said John Cena was almost well, we don't have anything else for you until the damn Halloween episode of SmackDown. And he basically rolls off these reps, and Stephanie McMahon and everyone backstage are they're you can just do that? You can just come up with that stuff on the fly? And it's yeah. And boom, it's his Vanilla Ice kind of costume / persona became a thing. I mean, the rest is history.
I got you, bud. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know you do. It's just so funny to think about how one moment like that changes, and it does happen in wrestling. We've seen it 100 times. Yes. Yeah.
Google's never consistent.
So, oh yeah, Stephanie definitely looked good in that one, that episode too. But
hey, look at Albert.
He photobombed. This is so funny. I love it. It's enhance.
That's me at every function in the background, just enjoying myself. And it looks like oops.
I think is that Carlito?
Yeah, that's Carlito.
Oh, it's Carl. He's pretty cool.
Who else is there? No,
there was a few people, but
I mean, this shot, but yeah, you don't really see.
I mean, the fact that he got over with it.
Is he? Oh, he's supposed to be Thor. Carlito. Thor.
Oh my gosh, he really is trying to be Thor. Wow. So it's just this moment is where everything changed. They said, look, we want you to go out there, get the cheap heat, but make these wraps up, and it worked so good. These crowds hated him, they hated him and stuff, but they was allowed to kind of keep working at it. And then he got his Thugonomics theme music. It's so good to me. It was just such a good theme music. I know everyone from here is now that's grating to my ears, but we live with it but his Thugonomics one would just fit him so good for that character. And I get when he was a face, it wasn't going to fit as much in him at that point, but the change on that, his character was insane. It really was. And he just moved forward. He got some great shirts, though. And we talked a little bit about that in our bad shirt episode. But John Cena had some pretty good shirts. He had some very weird shirts. He sold so much merch. And that's when everyone talked about the merch, when the spinner belt was introduced and all, how much. No, he was selling a lot of merch. I mean, I bought personally John Cena. What did I buy? I know for a fact the foam fingers. If I had found them for this, I would have brought them. They were the Word Life foam finger thing, knuckles. I had those. I had a couple other John Cena shirts, little long sleeve, like short long sleeve shirt, with the chain gang thing. So yeah, he had cool shirts, that cool logos that people would buy. So his merch sales definitely were a thing. I bet they were noticing. And it wasn't until later where it became like the primary colors. You had to have solid colors, and you changed it up every 3 months or 4 months so people could buy different colors, which we'll get to, of course. But
so, Doc,
yeah,
did you want to do the short segment now? Or do you want to wait until?
Oh, we'll wait till that guy gets here so we can talk about that.
No, we should just rename him to El Guy.
El Guy, El Guy. But yeah, so I gave you. I'm talking about this match. Sauce, hit me with a match that you think was memorable, bad, or good.
Oh, come on. We got to talk about ECW, Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
I was like One Night Stand 2006.
Come on, you can't.
Now, granted, so this match was more known for what happened at the beginning as far as the nuclear heat.
Oh, there we go.
That he was getting from the fans. And they just kept throwing it. Every time he threw the shirt out, they threw it back at him.
Throw it back.
And I remember watching this live like, holy crap.
Yeah.
But the match itself, but nobody talks about the match.
No.
Itself. And the match was actually very, 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 very good. And, of course, RVD is the one that walks away with the belt. Becomes 2-time, 2 belts RVD. But I just remember him just walking into the Lion's Den, his head down, belt up, and people like, if they could, somebody would have definitely smacked the shit out of him if they could in that crowd. But they knew they would have got arrested, or even worse, they knew they would have got Cena's 5 moves of doom. Oh
yeah, I mean, it was the hostile crowd is not. No, it wasn't. There was like Altamont. It was crazy. This was crazier than like Altamont. Okay, and that's when Hell's Angels were used as freaking bodyguards, like guards, security guards. So you know how that probably went. It just was that aura, like Sauce was saying. I remember watching this just live, and the signs, the very iconic, if Cena wins, we riot, which has now become such an iconic sign that people have used and recreated for other purposes.
They definitely recreated that in Chicago. They said, if Cena wins,
yep,
in the United Airlines Center, we will riot.
Yeah, and it was just something. It was just something else. And I remember the only thing I thought was confusing slightly was, not even the fact that like Edge was the guy, because he's the ultimate opportunist. He's already got his feuds with Cena. I get that, but like when Heyman came in and it's like, all right, I'm rough now. And I don't know. In my head, it had to have been like his call to do it because it was his ECW in a sense. But the weirdest thing was they gave RVD like the ECW belt, but they hadn't said anything before that ECW was going to continue on as a brand. Like they didn't even say that. So that's why I was like, okay, why did he get the ECW belt now? Like that was very weird, And so when he had both belts, I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. This is cool, but a little confused. And then of course, 2 weeks later, Rob Van Dam, bad boy, Hey, what? Oh, Lord. It's like a horror movie all in one. Look at this guy. This guy right here.
Oh, what a beautiful belt.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had to show off I had to show off the nice spinner belt I made. Oh, yeah. He was our special guest.
I guess he won't get that 17th world title.
I know, right? Oh.
So, I guess another iconic match. With Cena that comes to mind, not necessarily one, but the whole 2009 rivalry between him and Randy Orton, where it was basically feuding with each other for like 6 months. You had the Hell in the Cell, the I Quit match.
Oh yeah, that stuff was good.
Oh, absolutely.
If John Cena loses, he leaves Raw forever. All the many stipulations.
Loser leaves town matches.
Yeah.
Classic holdover from the territories.
But just that whole year, like every match they put on was just banger after banger after banger. Shout out to Sheamus.
After banger.
After banger. And burger. I'm hungry.
But I
So
definitely like the Hell in a Cell was awesome, but just the I Quit match where Randy Orton handcuffed Cena and just beat the dog smile out of him.
Yeah.
And then there was that moment where Cena finally got the key and just
Beat the hell out of him.
yes, and then just choked the crap out of him at the end with the kendo stick.
yeah.
I think one of my favorite Cena moments is when he duct taped Batista's feet together.
Oh, so he couldn't get up from
Yeah.
It was like a last man standing match.
Yeah. he couldn't
So
get up.
why that's still a funny spot, and it's clever because like last man standing matches are almost always the same.
Yeah.
They're either done like the guy beat him up so much and he's standing, or it's like Rocky, the first Rocky. It's like the same, either one. But then you have something different where he is able to, like, he's not knocked out, but he couldn't get up. He physically couldn't get on his feet because that's how you have to be on your feet.
Right,
So that was a pretty clever way to change that up, and that's funny. That's funny. Going back to that ECW match, because of course, of course we had to bring it. Come on, you can't think of Cena without this. Okay?
No, that was great.
So the thing I want to tell you guys, which was again, I'm not a sponsor for WWE 2K24, but in the same showcase you play that match. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you play that match against RVD, you can win the match, right? You can win the match. You're not supposed to win the match, but you can win the match against him.
Did you get mobbed?
Oh yeah. So what they did was they even animated an entire ending for it where you beat him. People are throwing debris into the ring, throwing stuff. 2 refs escort you out of the ring, and then the 2 refs and a security guard run you back while you're like putting your belt up like how you did backwards, but going backwards like this. Like they even animated it in the game, like what they would do.
If that would have happened in real life, at that point you would have had to pull the trigger to turn him heel.
Yes, right, because he always looked so good, like a heel mode coming out there, and he did so good.
And then one more before I swing it back to you guys.
Yeah, of course.
Another sleeper match that nobody talks about: WrestleMania 24. The match itself was good. The triple threat between him, Randy Orton, and Triple H. But the build up, even the promo build up they did for that match, and the fact that the best part of the match was Cena did not walk out with the belt.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's better at chasing the title.
Yeah, so Cena has always been kind of that way. It's just people, when I say people, wrestling fans during the time that he had his big, reign. I hate saying the reign of terror because that's Triple H's thing, but it was just like the Super Cena. There you go, like the Super Cena where he just couldn't lose, and that was a problem. But to me, it was definitely a merchandise thing. You can't turn him heel because kids won't buy merchandise. God damn it. We can't have him not have the belt because people won't buy spinner belts anymore. I got my mustache. I don't know. That always annoyed me. But you're right, Sauce. That specifically is not really remembered as much compared to other matches and build-ups. But that was a pretty good one there. That was
actually that whole WrestleMania 24 card. Almost every match,
super solid.
Was like
Mm-hmm. It was
definitely at least a top 10 Mania.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, Mr. Dillinger.
All right.
I mean, Mr. Spears. So,
all right, Mr. We're gonna call you El Guy.
El Guy.
It's not Cinco de Mayo. Well, you be the guy.
The guy. I like the guy.
The guy.
I really like Cena's feud with JBL when he first got the title.
The chase.
Oh, it was great. And when he did the jumped in the crowd, stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, he's got it.
Oh, when he actually had the undisputed belt, which actually looked immensely better than the spinner belt. Yes,
the U.S. Open.
Yes, the U.S. Well, before you move to that, I'm just so I can build off of this.
Okay.
When he won the belt, his rematch he had at Judgment Day, the blood match, or it was the I Quit match. That was John Cena's first I Quit match in his career.
Mm-hmm.
And that they both were bludgeoned, beat up, and that's when they did like.
Oh, they beat the hell out of each other.
And, like JBL, man, he didn't care. Like, I mean,
JBL was a great heel champion.
Yeah.
I was very surprised.
I wish this was more of anybody to talk about. Well, yeah, JBL, come on, talk about the best reinvention of a character, which we'll do on another episode.
You mean not Corporate Kane?
Not Corporate Kane. Damn. No, sorry, man.
You know what? Hold on a second. Where's the Royal Canadian Mounted Police? They chased him out of Canada, so that's what's going to happen again. But yeah, so I had to bring that up because it kind of moved with that same feud, because it was cool because in the feud, JBL came out with the undisputed belt saying, I'm still the real champ.
Right.
And he had the spinner belt that he had just debuted. So it was like, people were like, what? Like us and other fans of like wrestling see this belt. And yes, I made the spinner belt and I'm happy I made it but still, no. Like a real traditionalist would be like, what in the world? It spins.
Man, look at it. I think even other wrestlers made jokes about it.
Yeah. It's
another great besides the U.S. Open. I really like the triple threat match. I'm going to go more in depth on the U.S. Open later.
Mm.
The triple threat match between Triple H, HBK, and John Cena. And it might not even be because of John Cena that I love that match so much. It's the opening 5 seconds where HBK just turns and super kicks Triple H out of the ring.
Oh yeah, the face alone. Yeah. The face alone was the best.
And so Cena played it out, so he's like, I don't know. His match with Michaels also at that WrestleMania. Did he wrestle in that WrestleMania?
Yep. You said who?
Michaels and Cena at WrestleMania.
Oh, that's 23?
Yeah, 23 was good, man. That was
23 in Detroit, baby.
And it sucks because that WrestleMania, like, it was definitely hit or miss as far as like the card itself, but it just, I know that one that has it's almost like that Mania has an asterisk mark, with it, because a lot of the top guys were out. Yeah. Some of the big top guys were still out, and people just never stopped bringing that up.
Yeah.
And then he put Styles over too. I loved it when Styles went over on him. It's a great match.
Yeah. Now, speaking about that Shawn Michaels match, obviously you got to talk about the match he had on Raw, like the almost 50-minute match on Raw he had after Mania. Non-title match too, by the way. It wasn't even for the title.
Nope.
So they pull a 50-minute match on Raw.
Yeah.
In an era where like that didn't happen anymore. It just didn't happen.
No, they don't go Broadway anymore.
Which is crazy.
AEW started doing that, but WWE has done it forever.
Which is crazy because they did that 45-minute match on a 2-hour Raw.
Yeah, a 2-hour Raw, and they didn't have picture-in-picture back then. So when it cut the commercial, they weren't doing anything. They did the normal wrestler stuff. They threw him over the top rope, and he's knocked out. And now they play the crowd. You don't waste moves on it now where AEW or even WWE they do it too on the picture-in-picture. They start doing moves and stuff. It's like, I don't want to pay attention to the little picture box when you're actually doing stuff now.
We're staring at a dot.
So yeah, the fact that they have that banger on Raw, then like you say, 2-hour Raw.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Goats.
Anybody else got a banger match?
Oh, geez, he's had a lot.
If you guys are stuck,
I'm not saying any of the Rock ones.
Well, if you guys are stuck, I got another one.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah,
John Cena versus Umaga Royal Rumble.
Oh, that was very good. Yeah,
that was
when they were pushing Umaga to the moon.
Yeah, that was a car wreck you just could not look away from. It was great.
Oh, it was.
It really was, and it was something else that they like pushed Umaga so much. He had the perfect manager for him, and then they should have just let him give him the title, give him the belt. Why? Just give him out for like.
Well, I like the Samoan Spike. I think it's a great move.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you do it to anybody.
Yep.
It's brutal. You come out of nowhere with it.
So you're saying you don't like Solo Spike? Well,
I mean, like Umaga just kind of went out of nowhere with it. Mm-hmm. Every time Solo does it, oh, and I'm like, you do it once in a while. That's when you screw yourself over. But he does that every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Umaga just yelled and hit you.
Boom!
Like a badass shot at a restaurant, just yelled.
Yeah. Stab you in the calf with a fork.
A side note,
Right.
a side note right now, especially right now, seeing how good Jacob Fatu is and getting over. I almost see when Roman Reigns comes back to this thunderous applause and he'll fight Solo. The rest of the bloodline won't help him. Won't help Solo. Because they'll see that the real tribal chief's back and that Solo was the imposter, and they're gonna
terrorize WWE.
Oh, real quick.
Now Roman's come back as a face.
Fresh in my brain, Doc. You called it. As far as the members who's former Chad Gable, you called this 2 months ago?
Oh, what, Creed Brothers?
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The new Alpha again.
Let's go. Yep.
The new team angle. That's literally what they're about to be.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
That means they're gonna push Chad Gable a lot now.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that too because
hey,
he had his great match. He showcased real good at Money in the Bank.
Shout out to Shorty G.
Shorty G, baby, let's go. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Can you pull up a picture of Shorty G? Let's see the thing. Yeah, because
I love American Alpha. That tag team.
American Alpha. Yeah, they pushed them too fast when they went up to the main roster.
Really stupid storyline with what's his face and Kurt Angle.
Listen, don't talk about my Uncle Kurt Angle.
I was about to say, hold on. Wait, whoa. We're talking about Jason Jordan now?
Jason Jordan.
He's got Olympic blood in him, okay? Just saying. Olympic blood. You got pooped.
I got pooped.
Booped. Oh, my God. But, so anyway, back to Cena. Oh, Shorty G, what's up, buddy? Oh, my God.
That's terrible.
Yep, he came out as Shorty G. And it's a ruler. It's even a little ruler to show how short he is.
They claimed his idea, but
oh, yeah. Anytime they say
not his idea.
He just was like, okay, let's just do it.
Bearcat Lee was Keith Lee's idea. No. Anytime you hear it was the wrestler's idea, 95% of the time.
Bray Wyatt, I could believe that, but not that. Like, oh, he wanted to be the gobbledygooker.
This particular match that I'm waiting for you guys to talk about, you haven't talked about it yet.
Well,
it's one of the obvious ones, but
I mean, if you're talking about Mr. Cult of Personality with CM Punk, so yeah,
that was a good match.
Now, mind you, he's had 2 or 3 pretty banger matches, but if you're referring to Money in the Bank, that's obviously the big one that people remember. The really hostile crowd, again, super hostile crowd. The end of the contract of CM Punk, and what's the craziest part about all of this is it's just a rehash of what he already had done in Ring of Honor.
Right.
That's actually more interesting to me is when he was in Ring of Honor, he literally signed, now it's probably a fake thing, his WWE contract in the ring during a promo in a feud he was in currently in Ring of Honor. The summer of Punk, he did the whole summer and he was trolling them about it. So
I'm going to leave with the title.
Yes. Yep. So he was basically doing the same thing here, and he did it. But then that was the problem. They just didn't follow through.
No, they didn't.
They didn't follow through, and that easily could have been a McMahon thing. McMahon, it's like he got a little excited, and he's like, "Let's do it, goddamn, let's do this a little bit." No, hold on.
No,
that's too much. That's too much.
I got cold feet on.
I got cold feet. No. Too much.
Grow
too
my
much.
thin mustache.
Grow my.
Another great Cena moment.
It's great though. That match though, it was
I think besides him winning his first title, the biggest pop I ever heard is when he came back at the Royal Rumble early.
Oh
God, that was a huge pop.
That was a huge pop because I remember I was still doing the Tomato Fountain Championship with my buddies, and we were watching the show, and a lot of times we would have if surprise entrant comes in, you drink or you whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
So nobody in that room. We all were like, "What the hell? He's
gone."
Drinking. Yeah, he's torn pectoral muscle. He's gone. He should be 4 months longer. But they hit it very well. So that was a great surprise. That was something, and I think it needed it happen. It's in New York too, if I remember. Madison Square Garden.
New York.
Yeah, because they always have that
Really
unique
narrow.
entrance. The
really narrow.
it works though because you're close to the crowd like that. It kind of
that worked for that. It worked for the Mankind Triple H no holds barred match. That Mankind after Cactus Jack.
no, that's so good. That match.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
Somebody's calf muscle get torn open by a pallet.
Goddamn pallet. All right, so guys, so we did talk a little bit about some of these great matches.
U.S. Open.
Let's talk about that first, and then we're gonna get into maybe some not so memorable moments. Because look, we're not ones that just give you the good. We got to give you all.
We don't fluff. We're not fluffers.
Okay, well, unless it pays well, I don't know. It depends.
I mean, really, if it pays really well, I'm thinking maybe.
I know, right? At that point, just
you can always wear gloves.
So, the U.S. Open, yeah. We'll talk about.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Now, I will say this before the U.S. Open was even announced. I thought Rusev was a phenomenal U.S. champion. I thought the whole month's going into it, he was undefeated. Storyline-wise, it was great. The second that WrestleMania happened and Rusev came out on a goddamn tank, you knew great. He's losing the damn belt. They're like, you get a tank.
Yeah, you got a tank.
Does that mean
you get a bunch of makeshift Bulgarian soldiers saluting you.
Yeah, and they're like, does that mean I'm losing? You get a tank. And they're like, that's
like a 10 or tank.
Right. So.
Is that the same one where Daniel Bryan lost his world title in 5 seconds?
Nah.
Oh, you're talking about when he lost
Mania 20.
The Kane.
No, he lost to Sheamus. Sheamus.
Sheamus. I was sorry.
He kissed AJ Lee.
I always get the
got bro kicked and he was done.
Correct. It was
Rusev was WrestleMania 31.
That's what it was. They're both outside. So
yeah.
But I want to say Sheamus and Daniel Bryan might have been 26 or 27.
Yeah. God. So the next day on Raw, that's when he decides to do the invitational for it, and that's where I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And then it ended up being great because you had Sami Zayn come in there, hurts his own arm, by the way, and still does the match. So gotta give him damn credit for it. He was too excited.
He still dressed like a race car driver.
He was, he was still clean, not clean cut, but trimmed up beard, and
he didn't look like a vagrant.
He did not look like a vagrant.
He looks like a vagrant now.
That's okay.
And that's okay.
So, guys, if we want to talk about the worst of Cena moments, might as well start off with the obvious first one.
Well, hold on. Before I say that, one more thing. I didn't get to it just because you were talking about it. It's my boy, Kevin Owens. Talk about an introduction to the WWE main roster.
He showed up for the U.S. Open.
He showed up for the U.S. Open, but it was more about I'm better than you as NXT champion, and then beating John Cena at the new Elimination Chamber show. That was at the time it was like exclusive to the network when the network was a separate thing, and he beat him clean. Package power bomb on him, pop up power, like it was crazy. Biggest win of his entire career at that point, and arguably the whole time since. But he's had other big wins. But I still talk about the biggest push going forward for a guy that normally McMahon would have never put on the main roster. Right,
actually vouched for him too.
So
because he's a good worker.
Yep. So now, Sauce, go ahead and hit us.
Unleash the stank.
Unleash.
Okay, so let's just start off the worst, probably one of the worst Cena moments was the burial of Nexus.
Nexus.
And I talked about this multiple times. This could have been a great moment. This could have been a perfect moment to turn Cena heel.
Him joining him?
Yeah, because remember, it was down to him and Bret Hart, and versus all the Nexus, and
beat up Bret Hart.
Yeah, and we'll have Bret go in there. Bret get a little roughed up, and then Bret try to go for the tag. Cena could have like, nope, I'm not tagging you. Cena comes in, he gives Bret one good bump, and then there we go. And you know who pretty much took that moment over? CM Punk.
Yeah.
Did.
Leader of the Nexus for like 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, that was weird with Punk. You like the Nexus and then the core formed.
Oh God, don't even talk about the core now. Oh God. So yeah, because remember that next year at Royal Rumble, you had the 40-man Royal Rumble, where it was such a joke because the Nexus and the Core made up like 10 people right there.
Yeah.
So, and then the Nexus like held on to like a big chunk of the first part of the Rumble. They would just eliminate him. Like, get him. It's like playing the video game. Like, eliminate them. Okay,
they
we're good.
Hold on. They cut off a quarter of the ring where they're all standing.
Sorry. Oh, I'm in the video game. Yep, hold on. In the video. Oh God. Yep. Oh, what's the button? What's the button? I can't grapple. That's hilarious, actually. But yeah, CM Punk kind of took over that role, and it just it fizzled out. Especially when the Core split off from it, and no one cared.
I actually would have preferred CM Punk going with the Straight Edge Society. I loved when he did that.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity there that they
we're not talking about
they didn't want to push in there. Hey, guess what? He still jumps in there like into a Cena show.
Yeah,
CM Punk pops in. You know what? That's fine.
I think the whole AJ Lee stinker romance thing was awful.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, or didn't she just join Dolph Ziggler? Like she likes.
Oh gosh, I literally forgot about that for a second. Like you were saying that. You were saying that, and I completely forgot about that. That's crazy. That's actually crazy right there. So, but let's see. We got Mr. Fulton Mraz here. So, hello everyone. I'm celebrating my big 25th golden birthday this week. My milestone celebration, the big century. Well, hey, happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Thanks for watching us.
If you got a favorite Cena memory, just let us know in the comments.
Yeah, right in there.
Yeah, favorite.
Or if you got an image.
Yep. There you go. Thank you. So, but yeah, I didn't even know. I forgot about that. That whole thing I forgot about with AJ Lee.
There's a reason why you forgot about it.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
It's almost as bad as that heel team you don't like, the heel group you don't like.
Yeah, the Core. Yeah, the Core. Yeah.
No, the other one.
No, we don't talk about that. we don't talk about that. We don't talk about
the Dungeon of Doom.
Oh my gosh.
Another one.
I guess just
as much as I love Zack Ryder, aka Matt Cardona, but the thing where they made him his little buddy, I was like, man, you're just killing Ryder's push because you want him to rub his cool off all over John Cena.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Kane kept on beating Zack Ryder up, right? And John Cena would come help him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that either.
I have to go with the fact that you had to do the sequel match to The Rock. You already had it set up for the once in a lifetime match, right? And The Rock goes over.
I did not see that coming.
Then I didn't see it coming either.
I thought it was a good play though.
So then they immediately say, "We're going to sign up for this. A year from now, we're going to do 2." And then fine and dandy.
They need a rubber match.
Yeah, except now someone's the champion. CM Punk loses the belt to The Rock. And then now it's like, oh, well, this is what this is about now. Before, it was about 2 big icons fighting.
Yeah, you didn't need the title involved.
So when the title got involved, I was like, oh, this is dumb now. This is a joke.
Yeah, because everybody knew it was coming.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't... To me, it just was not a smart move, but I get it business-wise what they wanted to do. I just didn't like that. I didn't feel like it was necessary for Cena to be put in that spot, but The Rock, if The Rock was available to wrestle, they were going to have Rock wrestle. So,
you know what else was a crappy Cena moment? Was
I had like poop noises immediately.
Was when remember when Rey Mysterio won the WWE title on Monday Night Raw? Then like 2 hours later he lost it.
Yep. Because didn't he cash in Money in the Bank for it or something?
I don't remember how.
I think that's what he did because
I can tell you real quick.
Because randomly, there's another bad thing right there. Money in the Bank doesn't go to someone like Kane or John Cena or Randy Orton or Brock Lesnar. Those guys don't win Money in the Bank. That's not the purpose of Money in the Bank.
No, it's up to elevate another product. Like Damian Priest.
Yeah, it wasn't even Money in the Bank situation. He just challenged Ray for the title tonight and beat him.
That's even worse. Oh my God! I thought it was Money in the Bank.
That was like when The Rock, like when CM Punk beat The Rock, and he's like, "No, that's not how it ends. The Rock says this match is going to keep going." And
yes,
like, and you know what all that. You know that whole situation was set up for? When Cena beat Rey Mysterio tonight, all of a sudden, Punk comes back after leaving WWE, saying to do that unification match at SummerSlam.
Yep. Wah, wah. So,
I'll give Cena another credit. He put Sheamus over for his first world title.
you mean the accident basically that happened?
Yeah.
That people talk about that say, look, it probably was. He probably was going to get the belt, but the way it was just done was just so stupid. It's almost like the match the Big Show had. That's always is in a lot of videos where it was a tables match, and he stepped through the table, which, by the way, is not how you lose.
To put your opponent through it.
You have to be put through it. Unless you're Raul, and he would argue against that to the day.
I will die on that.
So guess
Raul,
what?
if you're listening, you're wrong.
Yeah,
You're basic.
Can I give you boys one more, and then I'll leave it back to y'all?
Okay.
Yeah.
The whole Undertaker situation.
We would never take the hell out of him.
Yeah, when the squash match.
That right there, I still want to know the backstage stuff about it, because it was such a badly kept rumor that was gonna happen at WrestleMania. Like, what did Undertaker not? Was he not able to wrestle? Is that what it was? Like, he wasn't able to run a 30, not even a 30-minute. He could have just done like a 20-minute match and been fine with it.
Undertaker is old school.
Yeah.
He knows how to make a match last, especially if he's hurt. So I don't think that's the issue. I think it was just scheduled that way. I don't ever remember John Cena ever facing the Undertaker before.
Well, then that's the problem. It's like
you didn't build up. You just threw this moment away.
Yeah, like it was kind of alluded to for it, but then you have throughout the whole show, John Cena's, I'm eating popcorn because I'm a real fan here watching it. Like, okay, sure. Okay, you're going to stay there the whole, get out of here. Get out of here. You're not going to stay for a fan. But, you know what I mean? But then it's like Cena goes to the back. Hey, I'm going to go in the back now, and I'm going to get my tights on, try my boots on. And yeah, it was just a squat. It wasn't even a match. To me, it wasn't a match. Not really. It's like The Rock when he faced Eric Rowan from the Wyatts in a technically the fastest WrestleMania match of all time.
No, that Special Delivery Jones is still the best.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
I don't know why they're ignoring that.
Yeah.
Bundy still holds it.
Well.
Nobody's canceled Bundy yet, so I mean, like, Bundy was on an episode of Married with Children and blah, 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 and he said something about women's boobs, so we don't like them anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I think like Life canceled him though, because I mean he's dead. So.
Yeah, wow.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That's one of the best heels ever.
Right? I didn't say he wasn't. I'm just okay.
Shitting all over his legs.
I'm not. What are you talking about?
It's not like he's X Factor.
Oh no! Okay, now, okay. That's hold on.
See, I was agreeing with you on that.
Hold on. No, you know what? I'd have to go off the camera here if I took the camera off. So, not doing that. Nah. So, I wish I had the dummy button. Dummy.
Did you like the cinematic match that Cena had with Bray Wyatt though? I mean,
yeah, that
I don't
one.
know how I feel about those. Bray Wyatt.
The Bray Wyatt one, where he
became like an NWO.
The NWO member.
Because there was 2 WrestleMania matches that they had.
Yeah, no, but I was talking about Cena stuff.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, because Cena's fought Bray twice at Mania.
Oh.
Did he have a cinematic match each time?
Oh no, my bad, not cinematic.
Okay, that's why I was a little confused. Like, because I know he had Undertaker had that great Boneyard match, which I'm not gonna lie, I still like that match.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It had a cool ambiance.
Yeah, but going with that Bray Wyatt match, it was perfect. To me, the cinematic matches work for the certain characters, and Bray Wyatt is a character it works for. John Cena stuff was great when he popped in with the NWO shirt. I'm like, what?
Is he bringing it back?
He had the belt. He's all like confused. Like, am I supposed to play a guitar? What's the play?
It's just using like an accordion.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. So those are fun. Those are memorable. But it's.
Oh, I got another bed with John Cena moment.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hit us with it.
The Marine.
I'm going to defend the Marine. I defend the Marine.
Listen, say what you want about the Marine, but listen. Leave 12 rounds out of this, okay?
Leave 12 rounds.
I didn't say anything bad about 12 rounds. I like 12 rounds.
Okay. The Marine is not as bad as when you go back and watch it. Now,
I'd rather watch Leonard Part 6.
Wait, what?
Oh,
God. Wow. So.
Or Ghost Dad.
Okay, now you're going. Now you're you're grasping at straws here. Let's just watch Resurrection of the Killer Tomatoes. There
we did watch Attack of the Killer Tomatoes on Saturday.
Okay, so all right, the Marine. We're not gonna talk about the Marine anymore.
You said bad Cena moments. That's like 130 bad Cena moments.
Look,
a minute.
Oh no, you're counting all the minutes. Yeah, I mean, it was just a popcorn little, action movie. That's all it was.
Think about it.
That's all.
I know we're talking about wrestling, not movies. So.
No, but that's a good way to put it because that was kind of how he started doing his the movies. But it's when they finally said let him be funny because he's funny, and that's when he shined. Is when in the comedic roles he would start getting.
Yeah, he's better at comedy.
So
he's a big meathead.
Yep. So that's the best right there. Like his little part he had in that one movie with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, when they're like he's the drug dealer.
Oh
yeah. It's like such a small part, but it's so funny. It's like you'll always remember that part, that movie.
Did Cena ever win the Intercontinental title?
No. It's actually a belt that's eluded him. He's never won the Intercontinental title. No.
I'd like to see him win it.
Yeah, but at this point, well, actually, at this point, depending on how all the belts, like the.
I don't think
the atmosphere, like of the going on next year. If it's kind of like free range, they might let him have it for like one show and he'll just drop it.
I mean, like Piper and Flair got the tag titles.
Yep.
But that was
Bret Hart got the U.S. title randomly. You know what I'm saying? So
didn't call it the Canadian
Ric Flair got the Intercontinental title.
He did.
There was a wrestler that changed it to the Canadian title.
No, that was awesome.
Lance Storm, baby.
That was his best work. Lance Storm, when he had Team Canada around him, and he grabbed
all three belts.
Yes, he won those 3 titles. What was it? The Saskatchewan 180 kilos and less, which was the cruiserweight title.
Yeah, but so the but I'm trying to remember the name of it without looking it back up because it was the Saskatchewan. I thought it said heavyweight.
No,
international.
It was Canadian Heavyweight Championship.
Well, no, I know that. I'm talking about the one that had said Saskatchewan won. So, which was either the cruiserweight
or the hardcore
or the hard. It was the hardcore title, and whatever it said, the acronym was shit. It was SHIT.
Yeah, shit. It was probably a hardcore one then.
Yeah, so I think
he didn't like hardcore wrestling.
Saskatchewan Hardcore International Title. I'm pretty shit.
Yeah.
That's what. It
the other one was some 180 kilos and less.
Yes, and they were great. I love that time for Lance Storm. They could have gave him the world title right then, but Russo, didn't. No, he's like, no, you're not getting anything.
If I could be serious for a moment.
And it worked. He got over in WCW with that because they hated them. It's this in WWE. They're like, oh, you're boring, and then now we're gonna tell people that you're boring. So
I'm sure they did that triple. Stone Cold came out and did that, didn't he?
Yeah,
laying down, like taking a nap on that. On the ring.
Yeah, that surely didn't help. So,
Shirley.
Yeah, don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley.
I would like to see Cena get the Intercontinental.
Okay, Sauce, what's your thought on that? That's it's kind of a.
I don't mind, WrestleMania 25. He somehow goes on an Intercontinental run. He drops the belt at 25 his last match against someone deserving.
I know that will elevate that person.
So that's another thing we talked about briefly, and now we can talk.
Tell you what,
we can talk now about that.
Cena, Braun Breaker, WrestleMania 25 booking.
Okay, so that's I still think he's fighting like Randy Orton or something. But now that you said about trying to elevate other younger talent, like he did with Austin Theory,
Did he elevate him then?
Well, I think he did. They just didn't continue pushing Austin Theory. The match definitely made him look good as that heel, but they, for some reason, didn't continue with it. They gave him such a monster push for a while, and then they just kind of like
the whole
hold back
on
it. I don't know.
Versus who's he wrestling? Pat McAfee.
Yeah, that killed it right there.
Yeah,
that right
Austin
there.
McAfee, that's what killed it.
Yep, and so
it does take a stunner, Austin.
But now he's going face now.
Is he?
Yeah, because of when they lost the belts to DIY, he's basically going to be going face. They already kind of been hinting towards it because Grayson Waller is too much. They're too much alike, so
they're going to feud.
They'll feud. They'll have a small feud,
and then they'll put Waller over because Waller's got mad talent.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's going to be good. But Now going with a WrestleMania, because that's going to be the big thing now, the big bet. Who's Cena faces at WrestleMania? I like Sauce's idea right there. Braun, yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
We had Braun Breaker chase the title as far as Cena, and then Cena puts him over WrestleMania 25. Braun, does his thing, walks out with the belt, and then the final moment, Cena stands up, and everyone gives him a standing ovation.
Yeah.
And then even Braun Breaker, he might stand outside the ring, give him a clap, go in there, raise his hand, and then give Braun Breaker a face turn.
Yep.
Right now they don't know whether they keep him heel.
No, Braun Breaker, he needs to what he did to Ricochet do to Cena, at least for a little while, to get himself they really got him pushing as a monster heel.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because it's weird. Like week to week, they don't he wants to be. They want to have him heel, but he still does face stuff. It's just weird.
Yeah,
he shouldn't do the Frankenstein. You do the Frankenstein on your face.
So he needs to learn. He needs to do the reverse Frankensteiner that that they both knew how to do, which was basically kind of invented by the Steiner brothers. The reverse Frankenstein. A lot of people assume it was more of a Mexican thing, but the first time I've seen it, and that
they stole it from Japan.
Well, yeah, a lot of stuff kind of got moved from Japan. But here's the thing: to see some big ass guys pulling that off is insane to me. Like watching that old video of the Steiner brothers and how jacked they are, and then just pull a reverse Frankenstein. We're cool. I'm like, what?
Well, I like the one he did that with the Frankensteiner too. What was it, one of the Nasty Boys? And you see him go like this when he got spiked. Oh my God! I had never seen a 340-pound man get dropped directly on the top of his flat head.
Yeah, you're right. I like that.
So, gentlemen,
yes.
Where?
Who?
Are we ready for the segment we were talking about earlier?
Yeah, of course.
Gentlemen, get ready for. Hold on, anticipation.
Back the inflatable tube, man.
John Cena shirts.
John Cena shirts. John Cena shirts. John Cena shirts. John Cena shirts.
Oh crap!
You're ruining it.
Oh no!
Okay,
Okay. Okay, you're going off. You're too loud.
Okay, cool. All right, so I figure a way to end this is
he pulled up. Yes, we pulled a lot of different shirts throughout the time.
Any memories? Now this one, there's one memory that comes to mind when I see this shirt. The Mark Henry retirement segment.
Yep,
he was wearing this shirt.
He was wearing that shirt.
He slammed that's when he came out. This is what I do.
World's strongest.
And Mark Henry had a salmon colored suit. That's what was the best. Like he did all this in the salmon covered suit.
He looked like a very intimidating pimp.
Fun fact: they were actually talking about putting a WWE title on Henry during this feud, but Henry at that point he was like, his body's done. He can bear his
so many knee surgeries.
Yeah, he said his knees like.
Well, dude, he already had tons of knee surgeries before he went to WWE.
Well, because of the weightlifting and stuff, the powerlifting and whatnot. Oh my gosh! So the belt, the shirt itself, he had several variations of it, like U.S. title. He had one, the spinner U.S. title, the U.S. title later for the Invitational. He had the same. So, and I get it. They sell. People like the belt on it. Kids would buy it. Some adults buy it, but it's more. But it,
it's a cool little novelty shirt.
Yep.
Yeah. To me, I would have rather they would make two versions. One that doesn't say champ is here, and have it where you have. So then people could just be like, got the belt on instead of saying it. Or it says on the back with no arrow. Just champ is here on the back.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's the variant one.
The variant one. I do what? See, that's what I'm saying. Oh, Birchwise, I definitely had the arm. Oh, here we go. Chain Gang Soldier. So they were obviously not in. Where were they at? Probably here.
Cleveland.
No,
he weren't.
Oh no, he wasn't a face here. He was probably
that's Thugonomics.
Thugonomics one.
I thought you were like, where were we at? I was like, I'm pretty sure he was in Cleveland.
Well, you know what? Actually, no. This does say never give up. So he was a face here.
Yeah, I think this is a feud with The Rock where The Rock was saying he started rapping.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, yeah, that's I
did like the promo he cut on The Rock. He goes, then you know what? You said you're going to be at your home, and then you left.
Yeah, left. Oh gosh, let's see. Let's keep him rolling here.
Enhance. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, we got the Rise Above Hate shirts.
You know, the shirt reminded me of when I first saw it.
What's that?
The Voter Die.
Voter Die.
2004.
That South Park episode where they're free hat. They're like, what if I didn't vote? Well, you saw the shirt.
Is there
we're gonna kill me. And
is there any memories you guys have tied to this moment?
Bomb pops.
The
Bomb
pops.
I can't really think of anything like. I mean, it was a cool shirt, but I can't really think of any moments that involved.
No, when he first wrestled The Rock, he had that.
No, well, yeah, he switched to that because he had a different shirt. We'll get to it in a minute.
Because everybody kept on booing.
Now you definitely have on here. You have to have his one. Well, you keep going. We'll just look at him as you go. So, yeah. So this is when he started coming out, having these like unique kind of like
it looks like
logo symbols and whatnot.
It looks like the kind of shirt you'd buy at like a high school wrestling tournament.
Yeah,
on a Saturday.
Yeah. So what's interesting too about Cena is he started doing the whole, instead of the word life thing, it turned into like word life,
Yeah.
So because I'm saying because you see on his wristband.
Respect.
Yes. So that's the one thing that always kind of annoyed me. Their writers or someone backstage, and he probably had input, wanted like a catchphrase, but they didn't want a phrase, but something short like that. Hustle, loyalty, respect. I don't know. It just doesn't roll off the tongue. It never did to me. Like, I don't know. What's your thoughts about that? It became such a big thing.
It's a slogan.
Okay.
I mean, it's a catchphrase.
It happened.
I have no strong feelings one or the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Never give up. I think is a lot better though. I always liked that one.
Yeah. Yep. So okay.
Hustle, loyalty, respect. I agree with the guy.
The guy.
As far as it was just a catchphrase, something they needed to sell merch.
Birch.
Now this is the one.
I like that one.
He started feuding with The Rock.
Yep.
Never start calling him Fruity Pebbles.
Yes. Yes. Because again, as I alluded to earlier, Cena.
I do like the Fruity Pebbles.
Cena definitely would just have the different color shirts because it marketed to kids, like the kids that had to have all the different colored shirts
or the colorblind.
Okay, now I see. Now, yeah, gray, dark gray, light gray.
I see gray.
So, I know this for a fact because my buddy and a couple of my friends who had their son had to get all the Cena colored shirts. I said, "Of course you did. Of course you do."
You put them in frames, didn't you?
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out what's on that shirt, like on the side there. Like,
Legos. They
look like Legos, right? Are they totally like bolts or is like something? I don't know.
Was it the lights, stoplights, movie lights? I think.
Oh,
cinema lights, maybe.
Speaker box.
I'm like, speak up. I do like the C Nation. I think the C Nation works really well. It kind of it rolls off the tongue well.
Doing deadlifts.
Well,
he does lift a lot of deadlifts.
Apparently, when anybody's asked who like the strongest guy in the locker room is, they all. Well, yes, Cesaro pound for pound, yes, but Cena they say is one of the strongest. If like they look at Brock Lesnar can be strong, but because of the chicken legs, that's a different thing.
I would never say Brock Lesnar had chicken legs.
Okay, I'm not gonna say to his face, guy.
I say all those guys will run them.
Yeah. Well,
no, we can't.
No, I will pop a muscle in my calf. I'm done. I'm done. It's like a gazelle that's going to get eaten by the damn cheetah or something.
You'd hit him right in the knee with a tire iron or something.
I'd have to be like, I got you. Or pocket sand. Pocket sand. That's my only way I can get out of this, guys.
So when I saw this shirt, what this reminded me of?
Pumpkin.
That's it. John Cena versus Batista, WrestleMania 27. It was like their last feud.
Yeah.
Where basically, I think Cena went over and won the title.
Was that the one stemming from when they both went over the top rope at the Royal Rumble and landed at the same time?
Oh, no. That was years prior. But this was
WrestleMania about squats.
And then they had the rematch. I think Fastlane. It was like Falls County and then that's what Cena it was on top of the card and Cena did the finisher and put Batista through the stage. And then next night on Raw, Batista showed up a wheelchair neck brace said, I quit.
Speaking about that random match that they had on Car, you remember that match he had with Eddie Guerrero? That was like they went to the
Yeah.
and they went into like the parking garage on the
Yep.
car. It was a pretty good match for at the
With
time.
Cena
and Eddie Guerrero, yeah, and he does.
Well, Guerrero, I don't think he's ever put on a bad match besides that one time in ECW.
No, yeah.
I think he apologized to Chris, Mr. Canada.
Oh god, and then yes, here it is from the cinematic
I
match.
see the shirt, but I just threw it in there.
Oh, he had to because it was so great. They got a shop belt. They sell the actual belt just on their shop zone or whatever, and they give them hands. It was a little jarring because you have the WCW logo back there, the old logo there too. So that was cool. So,
Moving on.
move along. So another Never Give Up, and this is one where it's like the one scene where he's like running to the ring, and they're like, let's take that and then let's use a filter, the animation filter.
Yes. So this was around 2014,
Yeah,
2015,
10
years.
10
Yes,
years.
Scan
strong.
darkly.
So, yep. Wow. So that
I just realized something. Hold on.
enhance. You look like Jason Jordan a little bit.
That's funny.
He looks Japanese.
Oh,
When I saw this, I thought about Negan from the comics.
oh, that's
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly how Negan looks.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
But yeah, Vanilla Jason Jordan, I'll take that too.
Vanilla Jason Jordan.
Decaffeinated.
All right, fellas.
All right, keep.
This is one of his best ones.
This is a great shirt because obviously the connotations of the NWA logo, like stuff like that, is what I'm a fan of. When they kind of take a logo, change it enough, especially wrestling. There's so much cool logos at the first.
Can you imagine what they did when they first saw that? They're like, mother.
Fuck.
Like the car goes by when you say the F word.
Yep. But yeah, it worked very well, I thought. So, again, sell, and it's on a black shirt. It's
That's
not
my favorite shirt he has.
It's not a blue shirt with all of it. It's a black shirt with the logo, and you can see this is also a very rare time in his career when he was randomly the world heavyweight champion.
Yeah, this is like basically this shirt is basically synonymous with his world title run.
Yeah. The belt that he's like, why do I have this belt?
But the belt looked good on him though.
It did look good on him. It wasn't the spinner belt, so that was fine.
Anything's better than spinner belt.
And then
This is I think boogers.
I want to say because the world heavyweight title right there, he's holding both belts. So that was when
he beat Orton.
Yeah,
he beat Randy Orton before Brock Lesnar beat the living crap out of him at SummerSlam.
When he opened him up the hard way.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, again, this goes with the colors, lime green. It just, you're selling the bright colored shirts. The logo's like Naomi. If you look at it close, if you enhance, it's like
he does not look like Naomi.
Yeah, okay, obviously.
All right,
like
sign up on that face right there, sus.
Oh,
enhance.
Fuel.
It looks like that when painting.
The scream. Edvard munches the scream. Yes.
The first thing I thought about was the alien on the cover of what's that Xbox game with the aliens and aliens attacking my neighbors or something like that.
Oh no, Destroy All Humans.
Yeah, Destroy All Humans. Yep.
This is what I thought.
Or is it Martian Manhunter? He's jacked. I guess he was always kind of. It's a green shirt though. Indeed.
So this is the one that I always associate with John Cena. This shirt. I think I've seen him the most in this shirt.
This is when we fought Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
When Lesnar came back.
And beat the hell out of him.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, German suplex him 12 times.
There's a lot of Boston Celtic vibes with the shirt.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I didn't pick up on that, but I like it. It's a clean logo. I think he maybe should have worn maybe a slightly different color in his picture. Maybe, I don't know, but he's also got the Never Give Up. So he's got Rise Above Hate, but on the sleeves it's the Never Give Up. So he's got both going on. I don't know if there was anything on the back of this one, but
he's a man of very many phrases. That was manufactured for him.
That was manufactured. Yeah. So this was the one, the Hustle, Loyalty, Respect one, like his first one, I think. I think this was his
off
first
the
one.
Marine, like Marine gimmick thing that he was doing.
Yes, that was the thing that kind of got people.
And all that, so
he started saluting because he was in the Marine.
He was in the Marine.
Yep. But hey, come on, you can't look when he did this. Everyone wanted to be that kind of like walk through like a badass, walk through a hostile crowd and
I
stuff
was
like
worth
that.
the title whenever I had a belt.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you got to do.
So
Oh, I do like that
now
one. That
I
one.
had that shirt because I love that they utilized the old logo. I had that shirt for sure because I had the headband. No, I didn't have the headband. I had the wristbands, and then I had that shirt.
That was right when he started becoming a face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
that's
Because he had just won that, and then he was about to turn that into the spinner belt at that point.
This is right after the Carlito feud.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that was like what you beat Big Show, right? He beat Big Show for the United States.
Yeah, Mania.
And he was selling an injury here. You can see. I can't remember what that was for, but was it Big Show? It hurt him or something?
Oh, man.
But that shirt was a cool shirt.
Was it before or after he what was it? Lesnar wanted him on his Survivor Series team, and he's like, "I can't be part of his team, Sasquatch." And then he beat him up.
I think he's right. I think you're absolutely right about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, good. I'm glad you found that right there because I just love that they utilized the old logo and it looked nice and clean because they kept they chopped off the F, but it looked cool like the WW logo.
Guess what he's doing with the belt, Mr. Guy?
He's wearing the belt.
As you should.
John Cena. We got John Cena here. Well, this is also before they kind of resized the belt up because this belt always looked too small, and then they had to resize it to make it bigger, which they did after the spinner belt was destroyed by, Orlando Jordan.
Whatever happened to him? I think he's working at like Wendy's.
Oh my God! Please don't. We can see you. Don't see us. Oh gosh. Oh God.
I am sorry.
Oh God. Oh no. I'm sorry, Mr. Cena. I'm sorry for saying all these things. This guy, he has to apologize right now.
And then, gentlemen, I say the best for last.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, this was the one that he had when he came back the last time.
I like that belt. I mean, I like that T-shirt a lot.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Because this is what he wore when he came back at the Rumble.
Yep. So there is, I will say though, I mean it's cool. They even did the detail at the bottom here with the style of game. What does it say? C Nation. Now here's my thing. There's a couple shirts that weren't on here, but it's you don't need to pull them up.
Right.
The one shirt that was like John Deere. It was John Deere colors and the logo. I think the font was even like John Deere, and I think they either got in trouble or they were going to get in trouble for it.
John Deere was good. They were using our logo.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was exactly the same.
They're going to confuse us with you, if that's possible.
But yeah, hey, look, I think Jason Jordan's right there in the crowd. They say, "Oh, well, that's Cody Rhodes right next to him. Well, that flat top right there.
Aim for the flat top."
So.
I gotta pull it up now.
Now he's supposed to see. You can't see me. So wait, is the game called "You Can't See Me"? I get sports entertainment system. Okay, that's it. So I guess the game is called "You Can't See Me."
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. So I think Sauce is getting there too. Here comes. Don't piss on the moon.
Sound just like Tony.
Yes. So tell me. Can we have a logo like John Deere, but like you change it up a little bit? I got you. They barely changed this up, guys. It's the same exact colors, and then they just barely put those same their words into it. So
attitude adjustment.
So
instead of John Deere, why would anybody get confused?
Hey. Some people are very aggressive about their trademarks, okay? And look at the face. Look at that face. Like wait, zoom in. If you can see it, look at the opponent's face. Does he have cross eyes? He's got X's for his eyes. He's already knocked out.
You know who that character I can't stop right now. You know who that person looks like, that cartoon person looks like?
Gutsman.
Like Red Herring from Scooby-Doo, what was it, Pup Dave Scooby-Doo? Or no, Scooby-Doo Kids.
Oh, I never seen that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were all children. Red Herring used to come out and say something stupid that had nothing to do with the case that they were trying to solve.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Look at this face. He is trying to take a dump right there. Like John Cena.
I'm constipated.
He is definitely trying to take a dump. The other guy's knocked out and you're still going to try to hit him? That's not cool, John.
No, John.
That's not cool. So yeah, he's had. And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
He has an entire wardrobe of T-shirts.
That's something right there. If someone had like all the shirts, and there's people that probably collect them.
Shirts,
like just throughout his whole career. That'd be worth money. That would be worth money for some of those shirts that are discontinued.
Anybody out there that knows where I can get an Indeed shirt? Let me know, and Dr. Love here will send you a present.
Well, apparently, I'm sending lots of presents and whatnot. I'll paint some more rocks for you guys. How do I do that? You get a rock, you get a rock, you get a rock, you get nothing. Now, if I get a Rap is Crap tour shirt, then you can get an Indeed shirt, okay?
Fine, Rap is Crap. That's a great one. Was it the South?
West Texas Rednecks. Yeah. Yep.
Because
I don't know why I go here. It's a bunch of crap. And I hate rap.
Bobby Duncombe Jr.
Yes.
Barry Windham.
Yep. Oh my.
Kurt Hennig.
Yeah. Hey, it was the perfect group, wasn't it? That's what I'm talking about. Mr. Perfect.
I get
okay. You're staring at me like I'm crazy.
I get it. I laugh. I get it.
Oh boy, but so I'm telling you, I think we did John Cena pretty well with our kind of retrospective. Anybody else can go over all their best matches, worst matches, whatever. But it's more fun to kind of do it this way because there's just everyone has their own opinion.
Did you talk about his first match with Kurt Angle?
Absolutely. First thing we talked about, the guy.
Who was the first person you went over on?
Ooh, that's actually a good one.
We're not counting OVW because he was champion.
Well, yeah, we're not going to say it's prototype day.
He was more jacked in OVW. That was ridiculous.
Well, he had that cool like Terminator gimmick,
does not compute. Must destroy.
Yep. Nope. We talked about when he was in the random tag team tournament with Billy Kidman. So yeah, because that's when they were like they didn't have anything else left for him. It wasn't until he was able to rap that got him over. And
who would have thought freestyle and got him over?
You know what? Stephanie McMahon's like, oh, you can do that? You can do that like on the top of your tongue, top of your head? And he's all like staring at her chest like, yeah, anything. Wait, what?
But I do anything to you. I mean, anything.
Triple H in the back. Like,
put me in a match with him.
Yeah, can't put me right now.
I'm going over though.
Right, yep. But yeah, so he's had a great illustrious career, and everyone has a different viewpoint of Cena. And that's the kind of cool thing about us as wrestling fans and anybody else. That's why I would never rip on somebody that really like Cena, because if they really, that's how they feel, that's cool.
We offend anybody in the Cena Nation. Too bad.
Yeah,
but
we'll take you one-on-one or a tag team match. Don't worry.
That's right. I mean, we have a trios.
Trios match.
I might not show up because trios.
No, he's not even going to show up.
But anyway, if anything that you liked, if we missed something, please let us know if you're watching. We love audience interaction.
Yes, for sure. Thank you. But we're at that part of the show where we normally would go over our heat of the week. And I have one. So if you guys have a heat of the week,
you take it away.
All right. Absolutely have to go to the heat of the week.
I know what it is.
What do you mean you know?
I know, just go ahead.
It's because Mommy's back in town. Let's go, baby. Come on. So Mommy Ripley's back with Dom. And now, she's like, oh, well, you think I'm yours, but you're mine. And it's like, oh, that's cute. And by the end of it, nope. Dom's thrown out. And the reactions between the Damian Priest and all of them, it's hilarious. Because he's just like not defending Dom at all. He's just like, well, that's you. You did. It's your fault. It's your fault.
Compadre, leave her alone.
Yep. So it's just gonna make this match at SummerSlam even better with Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Because here's what's crazy: is Liv retains. Liv will retain because Dom's gonna turn on her.
Yeah.
And you just wait and see. Nuclear heat for sure. It's gonna be crazy on.
Dang.
So that's mine. So, Guy, what you got?
Okay, I've been pretty consistent the last couple of weeks. The stuff with Chad Gable and the Creed brothers, and why is 6 coming out?
Yeah.
And that Bo Dallas played that maniacal Tyler Durden-esque role so well.
Mhm.
He's getting the hell beat out of him. He's laughing, and that's the way they're still beating out. He's still laughing at him.
Yeah.
He's like, I know what's coming.
You mean his cereal would taste better than it ever tasted before?
Yes.
Tyler Durden.
I love that movie so much. Try reading the book too.
Oh my gosh. All right, Sauce. What about you, Ben? What about you?
I'm torn between two, but I gotta go with Mariah May heel turn busted up.
Yes, that's also so good. So I don't know if you saw that,
No,
guy.
I did not.
So Mariah May officially turned on Timeless Tony Storm, bludgeoned her. I mean, she was beating her with
Crimson
her high
Mask.
heel, Crimson Mask. Oh, you can look it up with the. I mean, she's hitting her with the, and then
That
she's
means half
busting
Tony
completely
Storm.
open.
She hit her with the Owen Hart belt.
Oh yeah, she was beating her with that belt too. Like she wasn't, and not just like little. She's like slapping her with it, which is way worse than just kind of hitting it like this.
Yeah.
And
Tony Storm retains when they face each other.
at All In, that's all. It's set for Wembley at All In.
He beat the hell out of her. She got her ass beat way too bad for that.
Well, here's the thing though. It's early. We still that show still is
Listen,
until
you
the
can't-
end of August. So
Listen, you can't over prepare for Tony Khan booking. Just when you think you have an idea,
nope.
he messes up.
All
your
right,
answer.
no, okay, we're gonna have a skunk on a pole match.
He catches a bump and then he's like, "Nope, I got a couple more ideas, guys."
Hold on, wait, what? Okay, so we're gonna put 3 more girls in there, but they're all gonna have chains wrapped around their hands, and they're gonna punch like this.
Oh,
No, it's exactly what he's doing. The guy is a nut bar. He does not. I'm not getting into this.
well,
I'm just gonna get mad.
We'll say that
so you're
for another
you're
day.
saying you're gonna get a mat on?
A mark, madam.
Oh God! Now you made it even worse. Oh, what a waste of space! He literally, as if the congealed bottom of a tub of lard became a sentient, then that's what Mark Madden
He's
is.
infectious human waste. We at Nuclear Heatwave Wrestling Podcast do not condone Mark Madden
No, we
in
don't.
any form.
No, not at all. So, with all that being said, we love all you guys for watching and the comments and everything. Again, happy birthday for Mr. Fulton Mraz. And, of course, Detail Guy, yeet, yeah. And, of course, we'll catch you guys next week, and we're going to be getting ready to, Summer Slamming it up, because SummerSlam comes
Once a year.
August 3rd this year. So we'll be
next year. It'll be twice a year.
Yo, got.
Are we going
gosh.
to SummerSlam?
So, actually, no. Oh, actually, the SummerSlam that's
It's
in 26.
Cleveland, isn't it?
It's in 26 that they go to 2 nights, not in
Okay.
25.
Is it Cleveland that they're going
It is
to?
Cleveland, yes. And no, we're not going.
That far
We're not going.
drive.
I'm getting it. We're not going. We're getting it.
Oh.
Yeah. No. And here, got it. Watch it.
Twins, hot tub.
Hey, you know what? Hey, the next week for my birthday, for my XL party, we're gonna get Mr. John Cena here. I should look this up now.
No, we got who was Carlton in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Alfonso Ribeiro?
Alfonso Ribeiro.
No, he's too. Ever since he won Dance with the Stars, he's too big now. Too big now. His stock is.
Fine, Steven
I did get an autograph from him once at Comic Con. It's a pretty cool guy. And I'm like 3 inches
I
tall.
wish Virgil was still alive. I know I could get him.
Virgil absolutely would go, but then he would demand like
He'd
a lot of
like,
money
I'm
from
cooking- I'm
everyone.
cooking all
Oh, he's
the
going to
meats.
set up a booth right next to your
He
birthday
would
cake.
he would set up right next to the cake, like $10, $20 pictures. You can't take it with your phone either. You can't-
$3 for a piece of cake. You didn't even bring the cake.
He didn't bring the key. This is all true. Rest in peace, Virgil. Rest in Vincent, Shane.
Rest in peace, sell in peace, hustle in peace, whatever you got to do up there.
Hustle.
Like we get to the pearly gates where, Mr. St. Peter's right up there, checking your list to see, if you make it in. Right once you pass the pearly gates, Virgil's right there with that booth.
I'm not gonna
Can't
lie.
fully get into heaven without having to pop something.
I feel like he's on the outside of the gates. I'm just gonna say that possibly.
I worked a show that he was on in Hillsdale, and he would not stop talking about how much of a good barbecuer he was.
Ah.
He's like, "Go buy some meat right now. We'll barbecue," and I'm like, No,
What,
you
we
can give
have a
money
show.
for this.
Yeah, we have a show
No,
right
like
now.
the show is almost over.
Oh,
So
he's a big guy too. He's a tall guy.
he's tall. He's just skinny.
Yeah, okay. That's what I meant, just like a tall, like, but I got you.
I don't really know what I can only count on my hand, like one hand, how many matches he's been in.
So I'll tell you after the show is over about what's some fun stuff with that. But on that note, we're gonna head on out of here. Sauce, why don't you take it away?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's hot as hell outside. Be cool. Be safe. If you're one of those people that just refuse to cut your air on, you're probably also the same people that don't believe in tipping. So there's a special place to go. On that note, y'all be happy, be healthy, be safe, but most importantly, be good.